What's up, YouTube? Timu's here. Now, a couple months ago, it was announced that Netflix would actually be giving us a new Frankenstein movie directed by Guillermo del Toro. Well, looks like Netflix might be staying in the reign of Frankenstein here, because according to reports, there is actually some reports that Maggie Gyllenhaal, who recently directed Netflix's The Lost Daughter, is being hired to direct a new remake of Bride of Frankenstein. According to World of Real, who has been and Production Weekly here, both obviously have been reliable. There has been various reports of the revivals of the classic Universe monster movies in recent time. Not to mention, obviously, we recently had Lee Ronell's The Invisible Man remake a few years ago, which was really good. This rumor remake of This rumored remake of the 1935 sequel to James Wells's Frankenstein was first reported to Production Weekly and then World of Real. Netflix is a company that supposedly will foot the bill for the remake of other Bride of Frankenstein, simply titled The Bride. It will mark Gyllenhaal's second directorial effort after 2021's psychological thriller The Lost Daughter, which was a pretty good little film. And to top it off, it's reported that Christian Bale is being eyed for a role. This one seems like he's gonna be eyed as like the Doctor or Frankenstein himself. That would be very interesting to see him actually play the monster. Little is very known about the bride at this time, although World of Real reports mention production may not begin until sometime in 2024, obviously because of the strike. And top it off, there's reports that Peter Sarsgaard, who also appeared in The Lost Daughter, who I believe is married to Maggie Gyllenhaal, if I'm not mistaken. And of course, he was just in Batman. There is rumors that Peter Sarsgaard might be joining. Christian Bale's role is currently unknown, so either actor could be playing a scientist or a monster. There's no clue of it will take. There's also no clue if it will take the same modern approach Winnell's development took, or it will opt for a more traditional period setting. The original Bride of Frankenstein was a continuation of 1931's Frankenstein, and saw Boris Karloff reprise his role as of the monster. Dr. Frankenstein is courted into creating a mate for the monster by a former mentor, and naturally proves he learned nothing from the events of the first film. The original movie is definitely one of the best horror films of like that era. So I'm definitely down to see like a new take on Bride of Frankenstein. Now I know Universal has been trying to get a Bride of Frankenstein movie off the ground for quite some time. Of course, they were trying to do a whole monster universe. If you guys remember, like Universal started off with the Mummy, then they were like supposed to do a whole dark universe thing featuring like Giant Depp's Wolfman. What other ones? I believe an Invisible Man and everything. Yeah, that went nowhere. But instead, of course, Universal gave us the Invisible Man, which was really good. And there's other monster movies that are also in the pipeline that Universal has coming. Like there's a Wolfman movie with Ryan Gosling in the works. So really cool they're really going that direction. But as for this, I don't think it's gonna be as cinematic universe and nothing like that. And I don't think this will have like anything to do with like I really don't think this will be set in the same universe as Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. But hey, I think this could be interesting. I mean, by the way, actually, just saw Maggie Gyllenhaal and Pierce Sarsgaard in person one time. At like a Q&A screening of Gyllenhaal's movie The Lost Daughter. So that was pretty cool, fun experience. But yeah, I think this could be interesting. I mean, I could totally see maybe I don't know Christian Bale as like the monster and Pierce Sarsgaard as Dr. Frankenstein. I mean, Christian Bale is definitely an actor who could go through lots of cool transformations. Whether he's bulked up in The Dark Knight, whether he's skinny in The Machinist, whether he gained more pounds in as You're playing Dick Cheney. I mean, the guy really messed up his body a lot in the past number of years. But that aside, whether this actually does happen, because hey, with the strike going on, nothing's really moved forward here. But hey, maybe if this actually does happen, it was like, talked about for like months before the strike. That's always a possibility. But we'll have to wait and see how they shape up here. Anyway, let me let you guys. What are your thoughts on Maggie Gyllenhaal reportedly to, and of course, Gyllenhaal has worked with Christian Bale before on The Dark Knight, so this will be pretty much like a Dark Knight reunion between the two. As I was saying, what he does on a possible Bride of Frankenstein remake with Maggie Gyllenhaal directing and Christian Bale and Pierce Sarsgaard possibly starring. Are you even interested in checking out a new Bride of Frankenstein? Have you ever seen the original it's based on? Do you think Christian Bale or Pierce Sarsgaard would be a good choice for the leads in this? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Simon Saya.